Welcome to AMainHobbies.com. I'm Derek 3.
I'm Greggor McGrath.
And we're here talking a little bit today about the 5 most important tools you'll need for helicopter setup.
That's right.
We're here with our resident geek guru helicopter pilot, Greggor McGrath, and he's gonna give us a rundown and overview of everything that you'll need to have in your toolbox in order to set up your helicopter properly.
That's right. That's right. Today I'm really excited to do this. I get this question an awful lot, Derek, and you know, there's 5 most important tools that I think is essential for a beginner looking at purchasing their first helicopter kit to have in their toolbox.
All right.
First, we're going to start off with the pitch gauge. The pitch gauge now comes in 2 forms. You've got a digital pitch gauge and you've got a mechanical pitch gauge.
Okay.
For those of you with flybarless, this digital pitch gauge is key. This is a really nice tool and almost a must-have these days with flybarless.
Okay.
Okay. The second pitch gauge available is going to be the mechanical. This is the type that most of us are used to seeing, and this is really good even for the flybar guys. I actually prefer this pitch gauge over the digital with flybar. So again, this is a very important piece of equipment to have in your toolbox, whether it's a digital for flybarless or mechanical for flybar. The second tool I think is really important to have is the inside-outside calipers here. These are really handy for making those little ball links up for your helicopter, whether you're using a 450 links or all the way up to 800 size links. The dial indicator is nice to have. The third tool on our list is going to be the ball link pliers. Ball link pliers are essential for taking the ball links on and off while building when you're making those measurements. Very important, saves your fingers from the bruising. All right, and then next on our list, as we work our way up into building the helicopter and we're starting setup, the swash plate leveler is very important to have. I know a lot of people like to fudge this, but you flybarless guys, this is important to have. So if you're looking at buying a flybarless kit, add this to your list. And then these tools here, your hex wrenches, these are very important to have. Metric hex wrenches are needed for most of our helicopter kits in the market. And the sizes that we use, Derek, are anywhere from 1.5, 2.0, 2.5, and 3.0 on most helicopters.
Okay.
And in some cases with larger helicopters, all the way up to 3 and 4 millimeters is very important to have. So if you're looking to build like a 700 electric nitro, just 700 class helicopter, definitely recommend getting all the way up to 4.0
nice.
on your helicopter. And that about covers it for the must-have in your toolbox in building a first-time kit.
Okay, so now we'll move on to some of the optional tools.
Absolutely. And one of my favorite tools I like to show off in my toolbox is these ball link wrenches. Ball link wrenches are really nice. I got so sick and tired of bruising my hands while building my helicopter. And when I saw these, K&S produces these, and when I saw these, I had to have a set, and I love them. I have several sets, and I keep them in various places. And
I can definitely relate to that.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. So this is nice to have. Not a must-have, but nice to have in your toolbox. So moving right along, nut drivers is another nice thing to have in your toolbox. You never know, marring up your little nuts with your pliers or whatnot, this saves you from that. So nut drivers.
Blade grips.
Absolutely. Nut drivers are really nice to have. Again, not a must-have.
Tail boom holders.
That's right.
Like that.
Absolutely. So your nut drivers. All right, another nice tool that we have here is a set of paddle gauges. These are handy when you're setting the paddles of your helicopter in perfect plane to each other. Not a must-have, but very nice to have in your toolbox. And the last thing on our list here, Derek, we've got this flybar lock here. This is really nice, especially when you're starting out. Mm-hmm. Most of us get into like the 450 class helicopters,
gotcha. And
we don't know where we can fudge or whatnot. This is really good. This actually locks onto the rotor head and keeps your flybar in perfect plane, nice and level, so you can actually set your blade pitch and not have any of those, oh man, it's almost like a third hand for you. So this is really nice to have. And I would say, for a lot of beginners out there, this is essential until you start learning where you can and can't fudge.
Gotcha.
So.
All right, there we have it from the man himself, Greggor McGrath. Must-haves and optional tools for setup and RC helicopters. And we'll see you guys next week. Visit AMainHobbies.com.